am I?
¡No puede ser!
¡Agarradlo! ¡Te vamos a romper en pedazos! ¡El forastero! ¡No puede ser! ¡Mi cuerpo!
¡Arriba eso!
¡Ahí va eso!
¡Picadillo! ¡Matadlo!
One down.
¡Ahí va eso! ¡Ahí va eso!
¡Picadillo!
Present for you.
¡Ahí va eso!
Okay, so I am going to head back there
Well,
shortly
Ooh, what you buying?
to collect the treasures that I missed.
You have a
It's
ticket, do ya?
it's chaotic,
Nice.
absolutely chaotic
Choose a weapon, stranger.
at that point. So it's really hard to get all the treasures. So I'll go back when it's a bit quieter, and we will collect any treasures that we've missed. So don't worry. I know you've seen the treasure box and you're thinking, wait a minute, we are going back.
Try that on for size. Will let me come back. Anytime.
Now I will also add, I have OCD with, well, I have OCD and I need to save every 20 minutes, if that, right? So just pretend that doesn't happen and we'll be fine.
¿Dónde estás? ¡Agarradlo!
¡Detrás de
So, as I was saying earlier, I have played through this game a lot. I've played through it 10 times, I think, something like that. So I've got every single achievement. I have platinumed it, and in order to get this isn't actually an achievement, but to get the cat ears, which give you unlimited ammo, you have to complete the game on S plus with an S plus on professional. So in order to do that, you have to finish the game in under 5.5 hours in a brand new game. So like what I'm doing just now, no upgraded guns or nothing like that. And you have to save it no more than 15 times. So that was a challenge, most definitely. And like there was microtransactions where you could buy for weapon upgrades. So I've got to admit I did use that. Because I mean I could have done it, but just to kind of cut time, you know, I'd completed the game so many times before this. It gets to the point where you're like, right, the stress is too much. So yeah, but yeah, that was good. And I also done the handgun and knife only run along with the minimalist and I can't remember what the other one's actually called. Frugalist or something, and there was another one. So basically you had to play through the game with using only knives and the handgun. Don't talk to the merchant at all, and don't use any health whatsoever. I mean, that was a challenge. That was probably harder actually than the S plus rank, especially at the kind of end parts of the game because my health was so low by then and there was no way to put it up. So yeah, it can be a challenging game if you turn it on to the harder difficulties, or if you try and do some of the challenges. So again, earlier on, remember there was this treasure that was on the wheel above the well, and you shot it outside of the well. So it wasn't a dirty pendant. It was just so with this you shoot here. That closes the well, so you get the pearl pendant, and it doesn't fall into the water and get dirty again, which gives you get more value. As I said earlier on, whenever I'm playing it on my own, never happens. As soon as I'm recording it for YouTube and for you guys, it happens. So I do apologise for that. But we move. You know, I feel like when you're overcautious with these kind of, for goodness sake, overcautious with these kind of things, you make more mistakes. Like, it always seems to be the way. Right. I will come back for that.
Finally.
Right. That's him down. You know, I forget how challenging it is when you've not got any upgrades. Definitely doable, but very challenging. But yeah, let's move on. Now, if you go up these stairs towards obviously moving on with the game, there's actually a bird's nest up here that you can shoot down. It's got some gunpowder in it, which is always handy. I swear, if I had £1 for every time I walked into one of these bloody bear traps, I would be loaded. I'm just glad that they don't take any health off. Like in the original they did. Still a pain. And the ass, especially when you're running away from an enemy and it decides to catch you. Now there's a wee friend in here, we're going to take him out right now. Right. Now the first time I played this, when I got to this house, the tension was high.
Your neighbors.
You know, I was like, right. Something's got to jump out on me in here. But I'm not going to tell you if they do or not. You can wait and see. Sorry, I should have also said, I'll show you where you find the solution to that puzzle in a moment. So if you just go up these stairs here, there's a file here. So that tells you like the crop, the swineherd, stoutest pig, and then the babe. So yeah, that was how you found out that puzzle. If you wish to know before you do it. Also, this puzzle was a nightmare for me the first time I played it. For some reason, I just couldn't get it right, but I've mastered it now. We're fine. just need to line it up properly. It can take a bit of practice. Now, I'm not going to be reading all the files here, as there is so many. I will be reading the files that have information on like puzzles, stuff like that, to show you how I got to that point. As I say, I read through all the files the first time I played through, but there is a lot. I feel like, you know, I mean, they're good for the lore, but yeah, so I'm not going to read through every single file, but any file that's relevant to puzzles, anything like that, I will be reading through those, just to show you how I figured out every puzzle in the game. Just so I'm not just doing the puzzle without you being like, right, wait, how did you do that? So yeah.
The blood has accepted the gift.
Right, so we'll just save this here, as always. And then we'll move on.
Bruce to Condor 1, I've got that intel you requested on Louis Serra. It seems he used to be a researcher for Umbrella.
Umbrella? I should have left him in that bag to rot.
I'm sending you the details. Take a look, but Baby Eagle is your priority.
Copy that. Making my way to the church. Condor 1, out.
Okay, so there is actually an area in here I'll show you just now. So you pull this lever here, it opens up that latch up there into the attic. So you can't get up there just now. You actually need to wait until we get Ashley, who is the president's daughter that Leon is obviously here to rescue. So yeah, we come back later on and we'll do that. So this is what I was saying earlier on. So you put in, if you put in 4 different coloured gems, you see in the bottom left, you get the 4 colour bonus. So say if that was maybe just 2 reds, a purple and a green, that I would get a less amount, because with different colours you get different bonuses. So yeah, you can actually see them here. So yeah, you get the 5 colours, you get the ×2. So that's obviously the best way, but if you can't get that, then having the same colour is also 1.9. So I mean, there's not much difference there, but yeah. So if you can, always try and get the higher bonuses, because obviously the more money the better. As I said, especially on the harder difficulties, the game is, it's very challenging. Once you get your guns upgraded and stuff, it's not as bad. But until you get that, yeah, it is quite difficult. So that's always a good wee tip. Now, it's mandatory to save this dog. It benefits you later. But even if it didn't benefit you later, you still save the dog. Always got to save the dog.
Take care of
Or
yourself,
wolf.
buddy.
I don't know, I think it's a wolf. Whatever it is. So we're just going to pop back here and get that treasure that I missed. I'm actually... Yeah, I'm actually sure that if you move any further ahead in the story, we can't get the access back to this area. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, so we're always best to just come back just now. Jesus Christ. Honestly.
¡Detrás de ti, imbécil!
Right, there we are. Now there is a treasure back here that was an expanded map treasure, but that doesn't really matter because that's only if you've bought the deluxe edition, or you can buy it separately now to get the expanded map, but you don't have to do that, so I'm just going to get the ones that come with the base game. That's not to say that I won't sometimes collect one if I come across it, but it's not, you know, I'm not on the lookout for it. Just in case you're thinking, like, Callum, why are you running past those? That's why.
Breaks over, I suppose.
Right, so we can sell these treasures to him, the merchant.
For you, mate.
I'm just going to sell that as well, don't need that.
Come back. Any welcome.
Now we will repair our knife.
Easy work.
I'm not going to level up this handgun, because tune up this handgun because there's another handgun that we get shortly, which is the one that I use. So it'd be a waste of ammo, a waste of money, sorry, to put it into this gun. Now the shotgun is different. I am going to upgrade that even though there's another one later on because we need it just now.
We've been saving that one for the right customer. This kind of work is about finesse, stranger. Little bit, not enough cash. See how that feels, mate. Fella like yourself should notice the difference right away. Got us pleasant travels.
Right, so moving on, we just picked up that key back there in Chief Mendez's house. In this area here. Village Chief's Manor. So I'll actually go back in there to get that grenade. And we come back later on anyways. I said to get this treasure, which is in the attic, so we can't get that at the moment. Yeah, so we picked up a key in there that actually lets us head towards the lake and the church, which is where obviously they're holding Ashley. So we will make our way towards there. There is also a treasure here that I can pick up once I've shot it down from the tree. There we are. Oh, we have a treasure back there. I do apologise. Oh, for goodness sake. Honestly, did I not... Never mind. Anyway, so, heading back. I swear, right, you'll be used to watching all these players walkthroughs. Perfect runs, no deaths, blooming, no getting caught in traps. Then there's me. On the brink of death 80% of the time. Walking into every fucking trap that there is. Excuse my French. But yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We'll just call this a realistic playthrough. Right. Playing this will make you feel less bad about yourself playing it. We'll put it like that.
Hello, stranger.
fun fact, the merchant, you know, obviously the merchant that's in this, and the Duke from Village is both the same voice actor, which I think is really hard to tell. So he's obviously good at what he does. I mean, he brought back the same vibe as the original merchant in Resident Evil 4. I feel he caught the same kind of feeling from the original, which was great because I was kind of concerned about that, as the merchant was a massive part of Resident Evil 4. You know what made it so classic and stuff. The merchant played a big part in that. So the fact that he's managed to kind of do that again with this one is great. I think is really good.
All right.
So I read somewhere that Ganado that I just shot there is the one that releases the dogs down here. Now I'm not sure if that's true. I always just shoot the lock off the door and run. So yeah, because the first time I played it, the dogs come out. They got me good. So I just do this, and then when that's falling down, I go straight in here. Yeah, there's a little friend through here waiting on us. We shall get rid of her. There we are. So that's the door there that we can get access to now with that key that we got back in the manor. Okay. Now we're also going to pop down here. In fact, where is it again? Brain has went... I think it's round here. Yep. So we're going to pop down here. That is because this opens up now that we've come back. There's a couple of boxes and stuff down here that we can get. That is always handy. I mean, to be fair, the amount of ammo that you get in this one, you can't complain. There is a lot of ammo, but then there is also a lot of enemies, so you can burn through that ammo pretty quickly. That's why it's always, the more ammo the better. Especially even like gunpowder and resources and stuff as well. I always advise buying resources from the merchant whenever he's got them available, as you will always need them. Again, this is obviously tips with the harder difficulties. If you're on assisted or standard, it's not as challenging, so you've got a bit of leeway with the ammos and the crafting and stuff. You can't make too much mistakes, whereas in this you can. If you do it wrong, you can get to a part, you can get to a certain part of the game and then you're stuck. You've not got enough ammo to kill something or whatever. And yeah, that's never good. So always keep an eye on your ammo, keep an eye on your health. Keep plenty of saves so that if you do make any mistakes, you can go back and fix them before it's too late. Right, so that is us coming up to the half-an-hour mark, maybe even a bit longer. Yep, just over. So I'm going to stop here.
bound to catch your
But,
eye.
as I say, I will have the next part uploaded very shortly. By the time it processes stuff, it can take 5 to 10 hours. So, once that's uploaded though, I will let you guys know. As I say, I'm just doing these back to back. So, over the next couple of days, I will have the game completed. And, yeah. Also, once I've completed this run, I'm thinking about doing a run through, getting every single treasure, you know, in a more structured way than I have been currently, because obviously I've been all over the place just now. But that's fine. I'm just playing through for you to see obviously the game, and for any puzzles or anything like that, or any scenarios where you are struggling to proceed through the game, you can obviously watch this and you might get some tips. That's the kind of purpose of this. But yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that next.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger.
Next, after I've done this playthrough. So let me know if you think that's a good idea, and I will see you shortly.